According to a 2016 study from the CDC, approximately 9 people in the United States are killed each day and 1,000 are injured due to distractions while driving. After speaking with some of you all last week, you had all admitted to at some point using your phone while driving. Texting and driving is a serious issue that our country faces, and it can ruin a life within a couple of seconds. So after thoroughly researching this topic, I came across some very valuable information that I'm going to share today. First, I'm going to start off with a video. It's a PSA from Turner Gray Media, located out of Evans, Georgia. And then I'm going to follow it up with a personal story, and then I'll just touch base on facts and statistics and end with a solution. So here's the video.
You're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
So this video is an accurate representation of how fast something can go wrong, and this is the case for my friends Cody and Logan. They lived in Slate Run, Pennsylvania, so it's like a really small mountain town. Not many people live there. Usually when you're driving on the dirt roads, you don't really pass another car. So they became pretty confident in their driving abilities, and they really did know the roads like the back of their hand, but that's never an excuse to text and drive. So one night Cody was driving with his brother and decided to reply to some text messages while he was driving. He ended up hitting a rock on the side of the road, which projected his brother, who wasn't wearing a seatbelt, out of the car. His brother was sent to the ICU, and then about a week or two later, he developed an infection which eventually took his life. Cody couldn't really live with this guilt, so a couple of weeks after his brother died, he ended up taking his own life as well. So because of a decision to text and drive, 2 lives are ruined and a family was never the same. So what are the consequences of texting while driving? So according to PennDOT, it can be a $50 fine, and then after state costs, it goes to be about like $150. And then if you end up injuring someone, it could be 2 years in jail, and if you kill someone, it could be up to 5. I know in 2015, according to the CDC, 3,477 people were killed that year due to texting while driving, and almost 400,000 people were injured. And when we think about the distractions of texting while driving, it actually has 3 different types of distractions. So the CDC also said that the 3 distractions are manual, which is like taking your hands off of the wheel, cognitive, which is like taking your mind off of driving, and then visual, which is taking your eyes off of the road. And texting while driving is all 3 of those. So So when compared to other distractions, how unsafe is texting and driving? The CNBC, the official website, said that texting while driving can actually be more dangerous than a legally drunk driver. They conducted a study with Car and Driver magazine where they installed like red lights at the top of someone's car, and these helped like simulate brake lights as if you would see someone in front of you braking. Somebody who wasn't legally impaired took 0.54 seconds to brake, and then a legally drunk driver needed an extra 4 feet to brake. Somebody reading an email needed 36 feet to brake, and then someone sending a text needed an extra 70 feet to brake. So comparing to a legally drunk driver, someone texting needed 4 times longer to brake. So what is the solution? There are actually some apps that we can download, and one of them is called Safe Drive, and they have teamed up with certain stores. So every time you drive safely and abide by the rules of the road, you get points, which you can then turn into discounts at certain participating stores. And then there's drive mode. I think this is only for AT&T, but pretty much it will silence all your texts as they come in if you're driving over 15 miles an hour. And then once you stopped, you'll get all these texts, but it'll also send out a generic text to let everybody know that you're driving. And we can also go on to a website, itcanwait.org, and you can sign a pledge to promise that you won't text and drive. And sometimes when you do this, it helps put the initiative out there, and it really helps like stick in your mind, like you promised to do something. You can also always just like lock your phone in the trunk or the glove box, so that you won't be tempted to look at it when you're driving or just sitting in traffic or something. So texting and driving can always wait. It only takes 2 seconds for something to go wrong, and this problem has become so common that like we hardly even think about doing it when we're on our phone, but we're actually like over 20 times more likely to be in an accident when we're texting and driving. And driving is already pretty dangerous as it is. If you think about it, if you can't wait a couple minutes to talk to one of your loved ones, try imagining never being able to talk to them again because of your decision to text and drive. So put your phone down. You'll be able to talk to your loved ones soon enough if you do.